Hi, it is Wednesday at 11 a.m. and I just wanted to show you some progress that I had been making. So the last podcast that I made, I showed you up to here. This was where I was, and I switched out my progress keeper. I had a circle on there before, and then I switched out to one that has the hook, and then I've hooked it in so that I could see where I was going, because I really like being able to keep progress. Yeah. So this is how much I got done on Tuesday? Today Wednesday? Tuesday. How much I got done on Tuesday. And I got my hair cut, and I was sitting in the chair just working on this. Like, just, yeah. So, like, yeah, haircut. Very exciting. It's a mess now because I just got out of the gym, but there it is. And so I think I'm gonna get to and through today. This is my goal for today, because I got this done yesterday, and I think if I worked the same amount, I could get here. You think? I've heard that the fish lips kiss is pretty good and pretty fast once you catch on to it. So I'm gonna try that today. All right, I'll be back with you soon. So hello, we are broadcasting from a very special place today. It is August 17th, and the weather is pretty nice outside. The heat is finally broken, so it's not as disgusting. You can actually breathe, but I still don't feel like being outside. It's about 2:30, and we are at Molly's house. So Molly is the enabler, as I said. This is the enabler right here, and she is back from an amazing place. Where were you?
I was in Central Europe for 3 weeks, in Hungary, the Czech Republic, and Austria.
Why?
I play in a classical music festival.
She's fabulous. She like plays amazing things. Like, you could give me a video and I could put it in here and you could play.
Oh, violin. I didn't mention it.
She's fantastic. So if anybody else is like musicians out there, then you can totally
Hello,
chat
my fellow
her up.
musicians.
Yeah, that is her people.
Yes.
But she is also part of our people, the crafting people. So let me see. If you are a new viewer, thanks for stopping by. If you are a returning viewer, hi. Glad you came back. We are drinking
tea.
We're drinking tea. We are drinking chai tea.
She's drinking chai tea. I'm drinking Earl Grey from the Czech Republic, so I'm sorry I can't tell you where to get it, because...
And we have the best. Look at the cute little mugs.
They are anthropology from about 3 years ago. They don't have these patterns anymore, but they do have very similar teacups still.
So if you really like them, you could hunt them.
I really like them.
They're adorable.
I really like
I love them.
And you can put them in the microwave, which is my favorite part.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are they dishwasher safe?
Yep.
That's even better. As I check the bottom. That was me at the bridal shower. Like, everything. I was like, how does this work? I think Crystal has 10 videos of me just going, what? Crystal, hi Crystal. Are you watching? I hope you are. So anyway, we are drinking tea and it's delicious, and we're doing really, really nice things here. So, I am still working on a few things, but this is where my alarm goes off. Patrick, look away for just like longer than 10 seconds. Sorry. I'll sound that nice chime bell when you're safe. Okay. All right. Are you good? Are you not looking? Okay. Here they are. Now, I did post a mini vlog this morning, and I showed you right before I hit here, but look, I got all this done, and it's only been like 2 hours, which doesn't look like a lot when I say 2 hours, but I did it on 2, so that kind of makes me think. Yeah, and I left, let's see, where are you? I love pulling this thing out because it makes me feel like I did something. So we are almost there. That's the money spot right there, I think. Almost, right there. So I would say maybe 6 more rows and I'll be ready. So excited. So that's what I am working on here. All right. Patrick, you're safe. And I'm gonna move that up now. And what have you been working on?
Well, I haven't been working on anything since I was gone.
She did not bring anything to Europe. I'm like, what do you mean? I think my suitcase would have been just yarn.
She yelled, yeah.
And then money to buy more yarn. Like, you should have hunted stores.
I hunted hard for yarn shops for her.
They were really hard to find.
I literally didn't find one.
I appreciated you trying.
I tried my best.
I believe you too.
I've looked everywhere I went.
You found a cute bookstore.
I did.
Picture here. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that was an amazing bookstore.
Really cool.
So, I came home to some miscellaneous small projects, one of which is I discovered the whole, I do not knit. I know, I just worship the knitters from afar. I crochet, skinny hooker.
Yes.
Hashtag. So, I discovered the whole pixelating thing recently, taking like cross-stitch patterns and turning them into pixelated blankets, which I think is absolutely adorable. I love the ones that are Disney characters, and
also, you can steal ones that are for double knitting and use them, and you can use the ones for perler beads.
I didn't know. Yes, I have seen
perler beads. You can steal those too. So
Pinterest is a wealth of knowledge.
That's really a deep black hole that I enjoy so thoroughly.
Yeah, the problem is I spend so much time in the deep black hole, I never actually make the things that I plan on.
Molly's Pinterest name? Yeah, good question.
I have no idea.
I will try to put that in the down bar here, and mine too. I am not actually sure what mine is, so I'll look them up, and they'll be right down here. Okay. Right there. Alright. So anyway.
I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to make, so I just started making. I looked up a bunch of different granny square patterns, which honestly, so many of them are so full of holes that it ends up making the finished product have a strange pattern because the squares aren't actually solid enough to give that impression.
Yeah,
so
you don't want your fingers poking through everything. Too.
No, I will try to put up the link. The link to the one I found was on Pinterest, and I will try to let you know which one exactly that
we can
was.
put the name of it in here
found.
And the pattern name and the pattern designer. Put that all in here, and then I can put the link in the YouTube bar in the bottom too. So
as I haven't even decided exactly what my finished product is going to be, I'm just making a lot of little squares.
It's very useful though. Like
it's also very therapeutic. They say it's like meditation.
They're tiny and it's like the cozy memories. You know, you just get a little square done.
Well, they're very small. See what
do you have some?
Yeah, I do have some. Keep talking so they don't get bored.
Entertain you. I think Emrys, his method of entertaining the other day was excellent. Good job, Emrys.
They're little. They just look like this. They're about.
Put it up. Yeah, get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You see that?
They're approximately 3.5 inches. They are coming out fairly.
Do you know what hook size you were using with it?
No, because I just lost all of. I did this wonderful reorganizing everything in my house before I left for a trip, which is a terrible idea. I think I lost all. I think it was I or J, which I have lost all of apparently. I have everything except I's and J's.
I's and J's.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll get back to that.
That's so annoying.
I also have a half-finished scarf for Meg's fiance, but I have yet to finish. She got me a skein of yarn.
Yeah, so that skein of yarn is Malabrigo in the colorway Va, which is the same as Rachel's baby sweater on Hey Sister podcast. And Rachel is right. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's so stunning. The colors are just like they're blues and blacks and greens and lime green. Yeah, oh my gosh. That's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I believe it's, what's my tag say again? Is it, well, what are you? Tell me what you are. Yeah, colorway is Va. It is pure merino superwash, 210 yards. And it's just stunning. And I got that from Wool Winders in Rockville, same store that I mentioned. I believe I mentioned on the last podcast.
Wonderful store.
And it is actually, I told them, it's being sold.
What?
It's being sold. And
you don't tell me this till now when there are people watching?
Sorry.
And I might have feelings.
I have big feelings about it, but I can't buy it yet. I don't have that kind of cash. It's very upsetting because it is like 5 minutes from the apartment. It's so stupid close.
Otherwise known as Meg's petting zoo.
Oh my god, I just love it so much. And I come in, the girls are like, can I help you? And I'm like, no, just let me stare and play. That's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so the piece that it is turning into is gorgeous. Molly has wonderful crochet skills that I have not. My crochet is okay. My crochet is pretty good, but I'm a lazy crocheter. I like it because it's fast and I can get projects done quickly for gifts that I've forgotten to do in knitting. So that's where crochet kind of comes in handy for me. And toys. I like the amigurumi.
Yeah.
I'll spell it out.
It's hard.
That.
I think we all know what it is.
Yeah, like everyone's like, yeah,
really hard to
like
say.
you just say Ami and they're like nodding already that they know what you meant.
Yeah, the trouble with crochet that I have found is, this is what I complain to Meg about all the time, is that knitters have such a wonderful array of patterns to choose from.
Yes.
They're very, very beautiful. They're very, very detailed. So sometimes I'm like, see this pattern? Yeah, I'd like you to make this for me. Because I can't. My brain doesn't work quite that way.
It's also quite a bit slower though. So like we may get these good patterns, but they are going to take us like 3 times the amount of time that it would be in crochet.
And as I'm she's endlessly patient.
High stakes, because you know, on a sweater you've got like 104 live stitches. In crochet you always have 1. So like it's
her brain can process that, mine cannot.
It's a little less.
1 hook, 1 stitch at a time.
Slightly less scary. Mom, hi Mom. Mom likes crochet better because there's less like
I'm with your mom.
Panic on that, and then she doesn't feel so bad when she has to like rip something out because she can redo it again.
It's actually deeply satisfying. You just pull, and it just.
I don't know. She finds it quite deeply satisfying, but she definitely does it because she'll get irritated that it doesn't look right, and I respect her for that because I will hodgepodge things together. I'll be like, yeah, just pull it.
Well, the difference is that you can and get it to look good. I can't do that. I still have to pull it out to get it to look right.
I told her, I'm like, I mess things up so much that. That's it. Like, that's it. I mess things up so much that I'll just learn how to fix my mistakes that way. So, yeah.
So the struggle of crochet is to find classy looking patterns that aren't really dated. I find a lot of them look very, very dated, and there are a lot of beautiful vintage patterns that are everywhere on Ravelry.
She forgets to eat and drink.
I do. So I have special people like Meg who remind me.
Italian mama. I'm like, manja.
So I'm always on a quest to find good crochet patterns for lots of things. For sweaters, for socks, blankets, scarves, and I've been largely unsuccessful, but I have found a few things recently that I'm happy about. I did find I don't know if I told you about this, a beautiful, beautiful sock pattern finally, after going through literally hundreds of them, that I was like, okay, this doesn't look like I'm trying to put a monkey on my foot. Good.
And they kept looking like they were crochet and then they'd be knitted. Like they'd be like a weird kind of stitch, but they were actually knitted. Like they weren't.
And my heart was
They just
sad.
weren't stockinette.
I did find one pattern on Pinterest that I really, really loved.
Was it the one in French?
And the whole thing was in French, so I'll get back to you on that because that's going to take me
anyone out there that is very good at
because I'm going to translate this sock pattern.
Dissecting French, and
If you want to lend me a hand, I'd be grateful. Otherwise, it's probably going to take me about 6 months to iron it out. But I will figure this sock pattern out.
Or maybe we could put the pattern down here, and if anyone has found a good translator that could help us out, that would be good too. And if you know any really modern, cute patterns or books that you would recommend to Molly, you can absolutely send them through me or my email, or go straight to her Instagram and put it on maybe a direct message or tag her in something. Again, she is at Grace and Art on Instagram, so you can find her there. Yeah.
So one book I found that I really like is this Vogue Knitting Crocheted Scarves. 2, it says knitting on the top of it, is a crochet book. This is from Vogue.
Oh, Vogue.
Vogue Knitting, so this is like a subset of theirs. Okay. I don't love every single scarf in here, but I never do. I like the majority of them, which is a real win.
I think that's most people.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some really good ones. The one that I have not done yet is actually a cabled scarf, which is hard to find good cabled patterns For crochet, it looks like this.
That's really pretty.
I hope that's clear.
I'm gonna like, yeah.
But the one that I found that I ended up really loving was the basket weave, which you can't really see, but I will hold it up to.
Yeah.
So I have actually made.
Because we have it live.
I have made several of these. It's been bunched up in a bag.
Try not to put it in the tea.
Oh right, that's probably a good idea.
Here you go. I'll hold this end. Oh my god, look how gorgeous. Look at the yarn and the colors. It's getting a little blown out, but it's like if I make it brighter, you can see the pattern better.
Yeah.
That is so
I really, really love this basket weave pattern.
Oh, Patrick is so lucky.
Because is this actually sock weight or is this?
This is not. This is where the taggy go.
No, it's in the
va.
I found it somewhere. It is a. I usually would do this with a heavier yarn.
I think it's a worsted weight.
Yeah, it's almost like a baby weight.
I'll put it down.
Yeah, it was a little finer than most of the yarns I normally.
It's not sock, because sock is this.
Yeah,
this is sock and fingering, and it looks, could be a DK weight.
We can look it up. I'll pull it out again.
But I think I'm gonna go with worsted.
I crocheted almost the entire skein, and
yes, that was one ball.
The thing.
So you remember the whole ball we showed you? This is the whole ball, and you can see this is the whole thing.
The thing about basket weave is that it is very, very dense. So I normally make this out of a slightly thicker yarn, a lot of times like Simply Soft or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I know. Don't judge me.
No.
Don't judge me.
It is very soft.
I went up probably at least 2 hook sizes. I pulled the whole thing out because it comes out extremely dense, which you don't really need for a scarf.
And sometimes you want it to be soft too. Like if it doesn't bend, then.
And this one's great. And I went up all the way to a.
He's gonna wear that all the time. Like he's gonna stop wearing anything I've made because he's gonna be wearing this. Actually, do you know what's gonna happen?
What? You're gonna steal it? Yeah. This is a K, a 6.5 millimeter, and it turned out perfectly. I thought there were going to be a lot of holes. There isn't. It's dense enough that it loosened it up, that it's soft, and ended up being a whole lot longer than it was before.
Yeah, that was, I remember the first one. Who produced the crochet needle? Is it Susan Bates?
This is...
BOYE?
Yeah.
BOYE? BOYE? I don't know how to say that. I will have to find out the correct... It's this one. And it's the basic ones that you can get at like AC Moore, Joann Fabrics, Michaels, like tried true, last through the next nuclear war, like they're really, really good, and they last you for everything. Yeah. So they're wonderful. But then, so that was the pattern. So if you really, really like the basket weave that Molly did, you can look it up in that book and do it too, because I think I might have to.
It's very easy to follow.
Yeah. Very, very easy.
It's probably one of the prettier ones that I've found.
It's really pretty. Like, I've tried basket weave a few times, and it's never come out that clear. Like, that is clearly this way, that way, this way, that way.
And it's large. It's large.
Like, you'd have to squint and be like, maybe it's that. That's no good. No good. Yeah. You really, really want it. Any other crazy work? We'll move on to, okay, so, do some tea to fortify me. So, as you know, I've been working on my Cozy Memories blanket. It's really, here you go, can you hold that up? There you go. So this is kind of upside down. Wait, get Gryffindor in there. Oh, there it is, okay. So that's everybody. Everybody's in the shot now. And I said before, I had knit this one for Trina. Hi, Trina. So I knit this one for Trina, and she adored it, and she's actually going to take a pretty picture for me so that I have it in my memory bank, but I have it in my memory square, so that's really, really nice. So I have this one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a finished object, and I haven't gotten to show it on the podcast, and I was coming over here where it lives. So the next square I'm going to do, because these are designated. These are all Harry Potters.
Yes.
This one is going to be Potions Master, and then it's going to be Bewitched, which is the Sweet Georgia yarns, and it has Stellina in it and cashmere, and it's just. And then above here is Ron Weasley is going to go here, and then above this one is going to go Hufflepuff. Next to it's going to go Slytherin, and above it's going to go Ravenclaw. I'm still waiting on my Slytherin and my Hufflepuff mini skeins to come in so that I can finish off. This will be one more, and then I think I'm going to stop it. Because everyone calls it a Cozy Memories blanket, but I'm kind of liking the idea of a Cozy Memories shawl.
Which one is the Molly Weasley?
Here's Molly. Look! See? Doesn't it even just look like her?
This is my favorite.
Like, this is so you. It is so gorgeous. And I have a skein of this. This color right here matches my Knit Picks Hawthorne. It's like, I'll put the name in the down bar. It's gorgeous. It's like a minty seafoam green. It's so pretty, and it's this exact color, so I'm gonna do the heels with this when I make some socks. I'm really excited. And this is in sport weight, so it's a little bit thicker than my other ones, and I love it. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. This one is purple, and I thought it would go great. Oh, that looks so good on camera. Oh, that's beautiful.
The mermaid yarn.
This is the mermaid yarn. Yeah.
Where did you get it?
We got this at Second Story Knits, which is off the Bethesda Metro line, down in like Rockville, Gaithersburg area. And they actually do a sit and knit on Sundays and Wednesdays, which I have to do at some point. I really, really want to. I haven't made it to any of them. And it's typically because Pat and I are trying to set up the apartment, and we're like building furniture, and we have the puppy, and it's just been, actually insert picture of puppy here. She is so cute. She was waiting for the Metro the other day, and it was pouring rain, and she's just sitting there waiting. So cute. So anyway, so this is from Second Story Knits. This is called Cozy Cove. It is 100% domestic superwash merino, and its needles are like a 2 to 4. It's machine wash and dry, which really is pretty sweet because everything.
It's kind of like having a microwave dishwasher safe mug.
Yeah, like everything's like hand wash, hand wash, hand wash, hand wash. I mean, I'll probably steal these from you at some point and block them for you because I didn't know what blocking was when I finished these. But half the time I find I block them out on my own feet. Like just wearing them blocks socks out. And this is about 4 ounces or 480 yards. Now this is what's left over. Okay, this isn't before. This is a finished object. This is what's left over. That was a huge amount left over. And Molly's got kind of tiny feet. What are you gonna eat?
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat.
7 or 8.
Fairly average.
So like an average women's size. And it's so stunning. I put it on my sock locker. Here it is.
This was one of those places where I found this yarn. I was like, it looks like a mermaid. I fell in love. I bought it. I handed it to Meg and said, you're gonna make me socks.
You're gonna make me socks. And I'm just like, I'm taking this job because I love you. Like if I love you, I'll knit you socks. Like knitwear is love. It really is, because it takes so much time to do it. And so she gave me the ball, and I put it off and I put it off and I put it off, and then I cast it on. It's size 2 needles. I think it was about 28 to 30 stitches on each sock, and I did a bit of a wider toe box for Molly so that it was comfortable. And I was looking up, I got about here, and I had been doing an eyelet pattern out of one of my sock books, and it wasn't right. It wasn't a bad pattern, it was not the right yarn.
Okay.
That was the problem. The holes weren't distinct. The yarn was kind of muddying the pattern. Like it just didn't. So I ripped it. I ripped it all the way back.
Can they actually see what the pattern is? I'm gonna turn
yes,
this over.
we're gonna try to like twist it about. I ripped it all the way back to the toe. All the way back, and I lost like this much, which I'm knitting a lot faster now, but that was a whole day of knitting, and I was so sad, but it was not right, and I was not going to do an entire pair of socks with a pattern that wasn't right. So this is the pattern here, and I found this on the Instagram of, I think it's called Knit Play. I'll put it in the down bar, and these little hearts were just perfect because Molly loves hearts, and I'm trying to like get a really good picture of them. If you can see them, I hope you can.
Yeah, they're really, you can see them really easily like, when I'm wearing them.
Yeah, and when they stretch out a little, yeah, you can like really, oh, they're so pretty. And I'll put a picture here of Molly wearing them. They look really, really good on her. They fit her really well, which I love. And she's
with
already
them.
worn them once, which was really exciting.
Several times.
Yeah, so they were living, these mermaid blue socks were living in this project bag, which
Both of which she gave me for my birthday.
Yes,
because,
this was birthday gifts.
Because always be a mermaid.
Always be a mermaid, right, Pat? Always be a mermaid.
Thank you, Pat.
So I bought myself the same bag because I was obsessed with it. So they lived in my project bag, technically. Her bag I kept for her. So they lived in my bag, and these socks were in there because always be a mermaid. So yeah, these are the socks. And I did a sweet tomato heel on that, and this one turned out really nice. Very smooth, no obvious gaping, but my Doctor Who socks, I'm telling you, when you see them, like, I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know if I missed something or whatever. It's so smooth, and the Doctor Who ones, I felt like they were ruined. So the next pair I make, I'm doing with the Fish Lips Kiss, and I'm gonna try that because I've heard really good things. And Rachel from Hey Rachel Makes on Instagram posted her Lost Lake socks, and they look so good with the Fish Lips Kiss. And she's a brand new knitter, and she learned how to do the Fish Lips Kiss like in one night. And I'm like, okay, so like it can't be that hard. Like, other people do it, other people love it, like, and so I'm gonna try it. So that was this one right here. And yeah, so like that's that. Now what about, yes, let's put this back in the baggie. So this I'm actually gonna wind off a mini of today so that I can put it in my blanket, and then Molly can decide what she wants to do with it and kind of figure out, maybe you can make yourself some
I was thinking maybe fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves would be super cute. Anyone have some really cute crochet fingerless glove patterns?
Send along the ideas.
Yeah. Also, I am Knit Monster 1217 on Ravelry, so you could message me through there. Do you remember your Ravelry account? It's down here. So this is Molly's Ravelry account, and if you find any gorgeous crochet things, you could send it there too. She would be super grateful.
I would.
So how about wish list? What do you want to do next?
Well, maybe I can show them this.
Yes.
Okay.
Bring that out.
I have been on the hunt, as I said, for beautiful crochet patterns, specifically sweaters and or cardigans, and I've had
in crochet
to very little to no success. I found pictures of ones that I wanted to do. Never had a really hard time finding the patterns. Some of them were so poorly written, even though the pattern itself was good, that I was like, I don't want to spend 90% of my time trying to decipher what this person was trying to say, because I do this to relax.
Yeah, like, and you don't want it to be that. That's not stressful. No, like it shouldn't be.
But
the hunting down of the pattern should be the most stressful thing, and then when you get it, you should just feel so excited and motivated to do it.
Which I have seen her do with a number of different knitting books.
It's like it is it. And when I found this on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, that's it.
That's it.
That is it. Yeah. And that was it. I knit it up. It flew off the needles after that because I knew it was right, and I knew Molly would like the hearts. Yeah. So anyway. So
Meg and I were visiting Hooked, the yarn store in Haddonfield.
Haddonfield, yes, and it's absolutely adorable. That wonderful girl from the front desk who likes Doctor Who, and she was so sweet.
Some lovely people who work there who are just they know what's going on.
They were so sweet.
Yeah, they know a lot. So we were visiting Hooked on Women's Night.
It was Ladies' Night. Yeah. It was the Thursday before you left.
Yeah, which meant pizza and fudge, and I was really happy.
Yeah, like it was really, really good. They had pizza.
Yeah, Meg is cutting the yarn. I'm in the back eating. Oh my god, it was great.
That's the night I bought the spinning. We'll come back to spinning. We'll put a pin in that.
But I was looking through all of their books, and I found this beautiful book called Custom Crocheted Sweaters by Dora Orenstein.
Didn't one of the women also recommend that? Here, pull it over a little bit more.
How do I do this? Okay.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. This
is what it looks like. Look at that book. Oh, stunning.
And one of the things that I like the most about this book, the illustrations are beautiful. The instructions are, I've not read the entire thing yet, but it's very, very well written.
Good pictures of patterns is so important.
Yes.
Like, how else are you going to know what it really looks like that if you really want it? Like, I really want some to make it that much.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying.
Which was one of the things about a lot of the other patterns I found that I was like, I can't tell what this is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to having beautiful photography and being written very, very clearly, the thing that I like the most about this is I primarily sew. I've been sewing for a very, very, very long time. This little area of crocheting, knitting stuff is, I don't know, relatively new. I mean, I've been doing it off and on for a while, but never in a whole lot of
Growing up,
depth.
she did learn how to sew. So she's been sewing from a young age, kind of going up, too.
So that's kind of my thing, and like the whole, like I'm enjoying pattern design and historical costuming, cosplay, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so
we will be vlogging from the Ren Fair quite soon.
The thing that makes sense to me about this book is that they present them in 2D patterns, as well as showing you the pictures, and they explain it in terms of, which makes sense in my mind, since I have done a lot of pattern designing, is taking a 2D pattern and turning it into something 3D. So they have diagrams, as you can see, I'm trying to make sure you can see this, of what looks very much, very, very similar to what a sewing pattern would look like when you cut it out. Like this. So when I was able to see them diagrammed in this way, it made a lot more sense to me all of the other directions. So wish list is to make my first sweater, actually, which I have never made one, although I do want to show you a picture of one that I love. All of them. There are cardigans, there are sweaters that are done in the round, they have them that are done vertically.
This book is a really good resource.
It's really, really beautifully done. There's one picture I want to show them.
I see some like vests even, which vests typically just scream like, don't do it. And these are really pretty.
Like if you want to, like Flower Child from the 70s
right?
kind of thing.
Like you know, it's just, you know this class of people that likes vests, and they are just vest people. And you're just like, okay.
Not me. Yeah, but some of them actually are very, very pretty. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm a big fan of Peter Pan collars. So,
do you think you would need to block that or sew that down, or do you think it would just do it?
It depends on I think the type of yarn I'm using. I'm probably going to start out with something really, really basic in case I ruin it, so I don't spend, $50 on yarn and then end up with a sweater I'm not happy with. So I'm going to start with a little bit of heavier yarn.
I've made 2 or 3 of every pattern. Like my harvest cardigan, the first one I made was made for someone like who probably could have been on The Biggest Loser. Like it was and it was for me, and I was like, oh my god, like it fit my head in one sleeve. Like it was so bad, so big. So my mom just ripped that whole thing out. Thanks, Mom. And it became this ball. I'm not even kidding, like this big. So then after that, I made another one. Never finished it. Went to the wayside. Then I pulled out the teal one, which Molly was down visiting us in Rockville, and I was working on it. And that one actually fits like a sweater should. I still have one sleeve to do.
Well, as it says on the cover of this book, make garments that really fit. So fitting is one of their big things that they have extensive explanations on, which I was very excited to see. Yeah, so it'll be cheap yarn, a little thicker yarn, and we'll just see how this goes.
It'll be a hard wearing sweater too, though.
Yeah.
Like at least you'll know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
You gotta make sure Cedric doesn't get to it.
Yeah. Should we?
We should introduce him.
Okay.
We have a little friend today.
Yeah.
Cedric Diggory is here.
Full name Cedric Diggory Remus Lupin, but it was hard to decide. So
I agree.
This is my little buddy.
I can't even handle. I'm gonna move the camera for him. Oh my god, I can't even handle. Say hi, Cedric.
He's so calm. He loves bananas. He loves cuddling, and he will just chill on the couch with me while I watch movies. It's wonderful.
God. Hi, Cedric. Like, didn't bite my face.
No.
T would have bit my face.
Yeah, not this guy. Sorry, he's shedding right now.
He is a little fuzzy.
He is a little fuzzy.
Do you think we could harvest him?
No, I did used to have an Angora, though. The kind you really can make sweaters out of. I don't think this works with this kind, though.
He definitely does shed, though.
Yeah, it's a summertime thing, so apologies.
Maybe he'll... I know, we're like floating.
Sorry.
It's floating everywhere,
right,
but he's so cute. He's so stinking cute, and he just sits and he plays. We'll put a picture of him, like a nice up-close picture in here, and I want to zoom in on him again because he's so funny.
Yeah.
Look at him. Isn't he cute? Like, look at him go. Hi, Cedric. And he's just, oh my god. He has these big old feet.
He does.
And he,
big thumper feet.
Big thumper feet. And he's just so stinking cute. I can't even handle it. So he's been our silent but adorable co-host for today. He was laying down for a lot of it, which is fine.
Right next to us.
Yeah. Being so good, right, bud? Yeah. Boop. He like doesn't understand what's going on right now, and that's okay. That's okay. But he's been wonderful and adorable, and yeah. So I think we've hit almost everything.
Almost everything.
Almost. I do want. Yes, I have a few little things. One, Molly being a seamstress, as she said she liked the patterns. I think I should point out that she did go as Merida to the Ren Fair last year and got a lot of compliments. She made her dress, and I'll put a picture in here of her and her doing the archery, which was awesome. We talked her in to do archery. She didn't actually do the competition, but the woman was so nice. She let us take pictures with the bows.
I have actually acquired my own wooden bow.
At this point.
Yes.
Which is exciting. Yes. Really exciting. I'm going as Snow from Once Upon a Time this year, and Patrick is going as Charming. He has a like a soldier's costume suit thing, and he looks really, really good in it. It looks very natural. Like it's kind of funny. It's a costume, but it looks very normal on him. Yeah, it's kind of comical. So anyway, yes, he is going to the Ren Fair with us, which is really exciting. So that'll be October, right before our wedding. It's a week before our wedding. I said the last single weekend that I have, I want to spend it at the Ren Fair, and Trina's like, you would.
So happy.
I'm so excited though. So all of my friends who want to come, October 1st, we're going to the PA, the one in Lancaster. We're going to the PA Ren Fair. You're so cute. I can't. I just keep seeing him, and I'm like, he's so soft too. Like the softest yarn, like he's softer. Yeah. He's such a sweetie. Yeah. Boundaries. Anybody else have rabbits? What do you do to help with the nibbling? Like,
they just chew. I don't know. I have to babysit them.
Anything closely. Special that they love? Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah.
So that was one. Merida was one. I wanted to put that in. And then two was spinning. When we went to Hooked in Haddonfield, Molly almost bought a roving braid. Did you buy it?
I did not buy it.
You bought something else. You bought the book instead.
We can put a picture up of it.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
So,
beautifully done.
Yeah, it was really, really gorgeous.
They look like watercolors.
And I think we will probably go back for that one. I mean, I found a ton on Etsy since then that have been just stunning. I think one of my favorites was this one from, I think, Wool Gatherings, and it was just gorgeous, and it just looks like, if I could name it, I would name it Polyjuice Potion, even though Polyjuice Potion is totally disgusting half the time. Like this one, I don't know whose it would have been, but it was Polyjuice Potion to me, so I put that in here. But yeah, so Molly is going to join the spin revolution in here too, and I'm going to be kind of helping / teaching her with that. I'm not, as I said, I'm not that great either, but Hooked does offer classes, so if you're in the area and you're interested, they actually do offer classes that you can do too, which is kind of exciting. So that was my two there. Oh, and the last thing is something that Molly makes.
Well, no, and things that you make.
Well, okay, I can't sew, which I've already done. I've already said this. I can't sew. But we're going to put our co-host down. He's quite happy to be back. He's like over here.
My hands.
He's hopping around. So
you had an idea.
Yes, I had an idea, which as you know, because I pull out so many things, I love project bags. I adore them. My mom knows this especially because I brought home, now he's loud, I brought home like a ton of fabric, and I was like, can you make a bag for me? So she's been sewing up just like little basic like drawstring bags for me for everything, and I use it for, I'm floating in fur still.
I'm sorry about this. I gotta brush him later.
So I adore project bags is the point. I adore them. And so Molly's like, I can make project bags. I'm like, well, can you make project bags? She's like, I can.
Did you bring your Starry Night bag? You should show them that, because that is what spawned the entire thing.
I do. One on the last podcast. This is Pearl and Plum Studio. It's the Doctor Who one, and it holds like a bunch of stuff. That's like a pocket on the side, and it holds that matching fabric. I just, love it. I love it so much. And then my Cozy Memories blanket so far has been living in there. So I show Molly this, and I'm like, I'm obsessed, and she's like, oh, well, like, this isn't, we might be able to, So then she starts kind of playing around with some ideas. So this fabric, where'd you find it?
This is a vintage Disney print from Joann Fabrics.
Really cute.
Did some Pinteresting, got the general idea for the shape of the bag, and started experimenting, because I was like, I need a giant one. I need a really big one that I can just put all of my, like, blanket yarn in. And so I ended up making this really giant bag, much bigger than it needed to be. But again, this is the first one, which I don't.
So stunning. Do you still have fabric left over?
I do.
I think I want to put like a sock project or a medium project bag on reserve, because I just need this fabric.
Don't mess up your Christmas present ideas.
I need this desperately. You need this. You don't even know you need this, but you do.
It looks like this.
Okay, so there's Belle.
And she's got a very, very large rectangular bottom.
One. Oh, look at it. And then Cinderella. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, so this is how it goes.
When it opens up, it
grows.
Huge.
It's massive. Wait, we'll pull it back. Look at that. You could fit laundry.
So much yarn.
You could fit a whole sweater. I think I could fit my Cozy Memories blanket when it grows up.
So it doesn't look that big, but you can fit everything in it. So I made a couple more, started playing around with, I love them lined. I love it when they have the double drawstring screws that you can pull it shut from both sides.
Yeah, it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Now, as you saw, I did this Progress Keeper the other day. I showed you that one. I'm going to put it back on my sock because I really like having it there. But that, fit. There it is. And then I found, where was I out? I was out and about. Might have been AC Moore. And I made this one, which I love so much. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. I love it. So it like swims, like, all you Pokemon Go people, it's like a little carp, right? That's what I think.
By the way, I saw something on Facebook today that there is a crocheter who's crocheting tiny Pokemons and actually leaving them at Pokestops.
I saw that. Have you found
everyone wants to live in this woman's town, because everyone wants to find.
Has anyone like found these yet?
Maybe I should start doing this.
Ooh.
You'd be famous.
You could be famous.
Just kidding.
So between my general craftiness of stitch markers, progress keepers, etc. Also, I'm an artist. I'm an artist-based person, so I do painting, I do drawing, I do knitting, I do crochet, I do spinning, I play ukulele. Like, everything just kind of goes into this generally artsy lifestyle. And I had thought about for a while getting an Etsy shop. I was doing crochet hats for a while on Designs by Meg, and I sold quite a few, quite a few, and they were really, really popular. But then, it got warm, and the next winter I was engaged, and we were doing everything for the wedding. It was just a lot. But Molly and I have been considering doing an Etsy shop and doing project bags together, doing progress keepers, doing a bit of hand-dyed yarn, and then I actually was thinking of offering up like maybe a portrait sketch or pet sketch. Like, send me the photo and then I will make a sketch of that photo, person, or pet for you, and we would work that out. So different things that we were contemplating. So I'm not sure if we'll get to it before October. That's when I get married, in October. So I'm thinking January we would pop off the new year with a new shop. So stay tuned.
I'm working on drafts to perfect the size, shape of these pattern bags, and I'd like to do a small, medium, and large. So if you have ideas of things that,
like, what would you want?
Like, what would be ideal?
What are you craving? I personally like things that sit.
Yeah.
I like things with flat bottoms that sit, because I like popping them on the table and just letting them, like,
they fit so much more.
I really love that. I really love things that, like, you know, stay like that. And this is a sock project bag. A medium project bag I think should be a little bigger, and that would be perfect for like scarves, 2 pairs of socks, that kind of thing. So we've been debating this, and we will keep you updated on our possible venture of life, which is really exciting
too.
Yes,
so what
anything that
like
you're craving, or you know, you just haven't found other places. And we're very nerdy, very bookish. So there would be a lot of patterns that would have to do with fandoms, book related, movie related, color story related things. So it's just been very, very exciting. Yes, all the nerds out there, because I know if I saw a bag with like something, like shut up and take my money. Like I just want it. But if I can make it,
you do that.
Like I've got some awesome Dalek fabric that's just dying to be a ukulele bag right now.
It's sitting in my closet. Sorry, Meg.
Yeah,
I'll get on that.
It's coming. It's coming. I'm so excited. But yes. So, anything to add, my love?
I think we covered everything.
I think so too. This has been a wonderful mini episode. I say mini. It's as long as my other episode where I talked all by myself. But this was fun.
Sorry.
I'm gonna call this one Tea Time with Molly. And this is Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 2. So exciting. I love it. All right. Thank you. Happy crafting. Have a wonderful week. And the next, I think it'll be about a week until I post again, but it was wonderful. All right.